All right, we are now week 9, trade deadline week. Do we make any changes? And I'm looking at the teams that has a losing record. It'll be a little bit more easier to trade with them. I'm also looking at teams that do also potentially have some winning records. And if you look at Dallas, they're sitting at 3-5, right? And we was talking about trading away Quinn Williams if we get to the bye at a bad record, which we're not there yet. But could we be headed there? Oh, of course, absolutely. Um, but right now we're just not there yet. 6 sacks for Kayvon Thibodeau, which is huge. Our picks are coming in. More the Rick at Alabama got a pick 6. Got a couple fumbles on the season. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Only recovered 9 out of 30, so that's 25%. 2 touchdowns on the season. Block field goal, no safeties. And then this bum missed, 2 field goals already on the season? So we are at a point where we could start talking about trades, right? And I don't want to give up Alan Lazard. He's been pretty solid for us. He's actually been one of the few guys. But look at Quentin Williams. 17 tackles, 8 tackle for losses, 4.5 sacks. That's it. And I know I say that's it, but he is our second leading sack leader right now. But he's not really getting many tackle for losses. Like, if we want to go realistically around the league, Hayward, 31 tackles, 8 tackle for losses. Osa, 38 tackles, 7 tackle for losses, 5.5 sacks. Ryan Breesy, 34 tackles, 7 tackle for losses, 1 sack. Hill, Vita, they all have tackles to their name. They're not just here playing around. He has 43 tackles. So they all have something that they're contributing to. They're contributing to the tackles right now. And if I'm being honest, 17 tackles for a defensive tackle is just not going to cut it. It's just not. It's just not. There's no way you only have 17 tackles as a defensive tackle. There's no way. And I think with that being said, we probably will be looking to move a guy like Quentin Williams for another D tackle. I know Deron Payne is a lot older. He is 28 now, which is a year older. But we do need a D tackle that's going to actually come in. Tackle. That's what I'm looking for. The defense tackle that's going to come in tackle. Grady Jerry, he's a lot older, so that will probably be a no. Probably won't trade for him either. I really don't want to trade within Vita Vea. Probably be a hell no. I do need a D tackle that's going to actually get us some tackles, though. I want to say Grover a lot older. Kenny Clark has 32. Osa Digazua has 38. But at least with Osa, he's 27. At least with Osa, he's 27. I want to say he's under contract. Yep, he's on. Oh my God, this nigga's getting paid. No, 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 no. Zach Zeiler, who's 29. I don't know if he's getting paid though. But look who's not getting used. Jordan Davis, who's 25, 96 strength. He's still on his rookie deal as a 13th overall pick out of Georgia. He's not getting used. I think we can trade with Philly. I think we can make a decent trade with Philly and be okay. Right now, the Philadelphia Eagles are 6-2. So obviously their pick won't be that valuable. But I think we can make a trade with Philly. We can get younger. He is under contract though. Now that's the thing. I don't know if the Eagles have the money for this. They do. So Jordan Davis is younger, but also Jordan Davis does give us some things um, that can help out this team. I was looking at a wide receiver like John Mechie or Jahan Dotson. But when I think about it, we can probably stack up on some picks and get this to fall through. And I feel like this is a reasonable thing here. I say Jordan Davis a third, a first, a second, 2 seconds actually for Quentin Williams is a good trade. They say no. Take off one of the thirds. They still say no. But I do want a first back for this pick. Now, another team we can go to is the Cowboys, who has the money. Now, are they willing to give up 2 firsts for this? Probably not, if I'm being honest. But they do have a guy named Osa Dikazua, who I like. He's under contract. But I think this is a reasonable pickup. And that's declined. Okay. I want to at least get a D tackle back. If I'm going to trade for one, I need one back. But I'm not trading for no picks. Elaine McNeil. What is Elaine McNeil's numbers looking like? He's 25, 20 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 4 sacks. Oh my God, that contract gets steep. God, Daniel Aleem. He's actually good though. Let's see what they would want for Elaine McNeil. They would have put him up second and a fourth or sixth. Want to at least get a first in there. These are straight thirds. That's a first, but then it's like I need a defensive lineman. I want to get rid of Quinnen because I know we can. But I do think Aleem McNeil is a big pickup. and that gets us, a little bit better. But I do think they can also throw in some picks. This has been greedy, possibly. But Quentin Williams, half the time, is not in the backfield. He's not really doing his job. I know McNeil doesn't have that many tackle for losses, but he's younger and can develop. Trade does not go through. They don't want to get off that first. And since nobody really want to get off that first, I might as well just trade him to the Eagles. I feel like that's a easier trade. We get Jordan Davis, who's practically the same age, and we get maybe a second out of it and a few more picks. Now I don't know if they're gonna keep saying no to this because Jordan Davis is 25, but he's a 79 overall. But you're not losing in this case. You're actually winning because you guys are in win now. That get declined. Or throwing him back and forth next season. That's declined. Or throwing a six. That's accepted. Quentin Williams, a fourth next year, a sixth this year. Get it as Jordan Davis, a second this, a third next, and a fourth next. So we really just swap fourths. And then on top of that, we literally just got buku picks out of it. Um, he's not really looking like the guy we was hoping for. So we get 2 seconds now, a third, two fourths, a fifth, two sixths still, a seventh next season. We have a first, a second, two thirds, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and two sevenths. So we made that trade for hopefully the better of this team. And I think that should be something good for us in a way. We could get rid of Kayvon Thibodeau because that contract is going to hit. But right now, he's leading us in sacks. And he's not making much next year. So actually, we're going to keep Kayvon. Brought in Jordan Davis. So that's a big push for JD. He's lucky he's hurt because he was a tradable player. We're going to trade away Stevens. Brandon Stevens, I just feel like we don't need much. But obviously, like I said, I still want him to play. He's a 76 overall. I like Cordell. I like Deontay Banks as well. I like Banks a lot, actually. Just keep rolling now with the punches. Green Bay. And they're looking for a corner. How bad are you looking for a corner, though? They trade him right up for a third. Good. But we're just getting a lot of third round picks right now. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with getting thirds right now. Adams, who's out for the rest of the season, not coming back. Williams was the next man out the door. So I think with that being a trade, we can go into free agency now and find us a pretty solid D tackle that's going to come in, have some form of strength. And I think that guy could be Eddie Goldman. I think he has the most strength out of all the D tackles, and he's a 74 overall. Um, we need to slow down this run game. It's not really our secondary; it's our run game. Right now, our run game is getting chewed out the fucking frame. I know you guys want to say, "Well, no, actually, it's your pass defense. You're dead last in pass defense." You might be right, but on top of that, if you look at every game, Quentin Williams didn't do shit for us. And we traded him to the Eagles, so I think that's a decent pickup. I think that was a good trade. Um, will that make us a little bit more softer up front? Of course. Or not softer, but a little bit worse? Might be, but probably not. We went and got players that we feel like can help us now, still. And that's all we would look to do. We went and got Big Jordan, who's happy where he's at, but hasn't performed completely yet. So we got us some draft capital because I feel like we're gonna probably be in that hellhole where we just have to be able to draft responsibly. We're gonna have to be good at it. So that's what we went and did. I think that should be something that we should all be able to do. Should go out there, draft, get some good guys. Um, Woods is back. Got some upgrades for some of these guys, like Mason Tipman. He gets upgrade to 81 overall. Brandon Smith get an upgrade as well, +2 to a 64 overall. Cool. We're gonna upgrade his vertical threat. He's up to a 63. And he has 93 speed. And Quentin Skinner will upgrade as well. He's up to a 63. He goes up +2. And then we also have Zach Harrison down here. Upgrade his nose. He's up to a 71. He's down 3. He's down 2. But other than that, that's pretty much how we're gonna look for right now. All right. Do have some players to negotiate with. We're gonna bring back Tony Adams on a 2-year deal. I feel like two. We had to move the needle just a little bit on that. Um, for right now, I think that's it. I think that's everybody we want to look into. All right, cool. So let's get into our scouting. We're looking at wide receivers. Those haven't really moved the needle yet. we are looking at this guy, Quincy Hunter, who I like a lot. I think he could be our next tight end here. Everybody's at 25%. I don't know why. Could also still be looking at some edges. We're going to wait a little bit more to kind of figure everything else out. As the season keep unfolding, he's at 35. Cool. We are going to need a free safety, though. Right now, I am more so looking into Mitchell Cleary has some good athleticism. So, do kind of want to see what he has. But for right now, that's kind of what we're looking like. We wanted to get rid of Quentin Williams, and we did that. So, I'm not going to be mad about that. Aaron is really a true 71. But I think with the morale really being so shitty, um, kind of has him playing at a 69 over, I believe. Xavier Noon, he don't even play anyways, so that's fine. You got a thou out. Cool. Everybody else is out for the season. Oh, besides Tyler Barron and Quincy Williams, but Tony Adams out for the season. It sucks, but it's true. We need to get that tackle up. He plays pretty solid everywhere else, but that tackling is terrible. He stays at a 95 though. Plus three. Plus three tackle, plus three pursuit, plus one play rec. Nice. Play rec is 96, so we're in this 94. Don't really know what his pursuit is, but he's a top four corner in the league. I do want to keep him though. Out of all the, besides him and Quentin Williams, I think he was the other one that was very much trade topical. Because we could have got buku picks for it, but yeah, I think he got plus three powerless. So that's pretty solid. But what was I saying? He hasn't played terribly. I mean, he's been pretty solid. I mean, if you look at every game, you know, we do our best to kind of hold these guys to a good standard and keep those guys under 100 yards receiving, which he's done majority of the time. And a lot of those yards they did get was not on him. So I'm not gonna even like, oh yeah, we're gonna blame this guy, that guy. No, we're not gonna blame any of them. So we did make a big trade though. Did make a big trade, 3 year. So Packers released Bo Melton. Jets, we traded Brandon Stevenson to the Packers. Packers, we also traded a third in 2026. The Jets, so those are their signings. 88th pick. Okay. So for us, let's keep going. Cowboys trade Mozzie Smith to the Bears for Deontay Jackson. Christian Roseboom to the Patriots for Fernie Jennings. Okay, I was looking for Mozzie Smith, but he's on the Bears. Okay. So the Eagles traded us Jordan Davis. We traded up Quentin Williams. The Jets traded a 2027 4 for 2026 6, 20. Oh no, that's the Jets. That's what we gave up. The Eagles traded us a 2026 second, 2026 third, a 2027 third, and a 2027 fourth. Now you guys know, well, you got fleeced because you probably could have got more, but we got a D tackle in return. It wasn't like we didn't get anything back. Um, so with that being said, oh, I did it wrong there. I like what Taylor gives us, but we did need depth at D tackle. But I do like what Taylor can give us. He played really, really good for us. All right, so I think that's the only trade we're gonna do for this season at the bye week. We'll see what next season holds. We'll see what the rest of this year holds. We could still be a playoff range team, but we could still be in the playoffs. For right now, we are a team that's on the outside looking in. But hey, who knows what can happen? We do play the Browns next week. A really good Browns defense. Practice squad. Look, Quinn Allen was signed by the Commanders, which is great. Yep, which is great. Now we're falling all the way down to 10. All right, all right. We do play the Browns this week. Let's look at the yearly awards. The Jets. We're sitting at 6. Wilson is 5th. Hall is 8th. Shamar is 6th. Taylor is 7th. Arian Smith is 10th. It's 9th. Brees Hall is 1st. Wilson is 3rd. Thibodeau is 8th. Mitchell is 1st. Adams is 4th. Warren 5th at best carrier. All right, cool. Weekly award goes to Josh Allen, Henderson, Warner, and Prescott. Last week goes to Burrow, Barton, Parsons, and Rattler. 361 yards for Dak is crazy. But we do play a team I love a lot that I think is going to be really, really good. Xavier Newman. He goes up to a 78, but obviously that minus four morale is just hanging over his fucking head. But plus three zone, so that's huge. He has a 77 man and a 84 zone coverage right now. He has like a 82 catching, but morale minus two. So I don't know when we'll ever see that ever pop up. That's tough. But right now we are sitting 10th NFL. Play the Browns this week. Hopefully we go 5-4, not 3-5, because that would be terrible. But here are the final games of the season. So far, the early part we split, go 4-8, 4-4. We win week one, lose week two and three, win week four and five, lose week six, win week seven, lose again week eight. Then come down about play the Browns, Patriots, Ravens. That's three straight AFC opponents. Then we go Falcons. Then we go back to our division, play the Dolphins. Then we have Dolphins, Jaguars, Saints. Then we go back to our division, finish off with the Patriots and the Bills as the last two divisional foes. We played three-fourths of the NFC South. We played the Bucks. Actually, we played the whole NFC South. We played the Bucks, the Panthers, who we beat, the Falcons, and the Aints. But as in this episode, we did make a move. We did trade away Quinn Williams. So please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.